What is up, everybody? What is up? Today we are playing The Greatness. We have a great stream for you today. We have a great game. We are going to play, of course, as soon as I skip this. There we go. Gonna play some Sakura Wars Game Boy. And you might be thinking, hey, Patrick, this game's in Japanese. How are you gonna play it? It's unplayable in Japanese. And it's like, oh no, like I made a mistake. I'm not able to play it now, but guess what? Guess what? Got some good news for you right here. Bam! Got English. English. The game is... This is the fan translation that is led by Burntends. Him and his group of bandits and translators are working on translating Sakura Wars Game Boy on, of course, the Game Boy. I mean, where else you gonna play a Game Boy game, man? But anyways, he's working on that. He's a little bit late, unfortunately. He got into he's in traffic. He's not into a car accident. There's a car accident, and he's stuck in traffic. He's fine. So it's just a really cool translation. Hopefully, everyone's able to hear the audio and stuff. It's beautiful music. But yeah, we will start off before playing the main game. We'll check out some of the cool features of it. So as you can see, all these menus are translated. Got the Cinematron. This is not translated yet, but to be honest, I doubt you're gonna be using that. But yeah, we'll basically, I guess the story of this game is he'll tell better than me when he comes in. You actually play a unnamed self-insert between a couple chapters in the main storyline of the game, and you basically have to come up as a new pilot, or I guess maybe a co-captain or whatever for the troop. And it's a really interesting game, really interesting story about that. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of really cool stuff that they also translated, which I really like these mini games that are pretty cool. They translate all these and is all playable in English with instructions. So I'll just do an example of, I don't know, my favorite one, which is Bubble Pop Fever. Sadly, there's supposed to be like a... Unfortunately, I'm running this on the Mr. FPGA, and there's a recent bug that was found where the PCM audio that plays samples is not working. So it does not play the audio from any of the people, sadly, which is kind of bad, but you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah, as you can see, all the controls are translated. You can be able to play that and see all the cool controls of that and understand how to move it. But let's play this real quick. Play a little sample of the gameplay. So this one's kind of interesting. You have to fall and pop all the bubbles that that Iris sets up, and do it before the clock runs out. And you got some cool music playing in the background while you're doing that. So like I said, just gotta get the bubbles. I actually almost hit the record once, but sadly I missed it by that much. Let's see if I can actually hit the record. I doubt it though, but if I do it on stream, I'm gonna be excited, and it will show that all my practice has paid off. Or maybe that RNG, I'm just blessed with good RNG. So yeah.
Are you throwing that bear around with telepathy?
Yeah, basically I'm controlling the bear telepathically, getting all these things. Uh-oh, almost. Oh man, I got it, 24. I just made the high score. I didn't get just enough, sadly. But I did. Yep, see, right high score. Yeah. Oh yeah, boy. High score. Don't need to play that. But yeah, they're really cool mini games. I really suck at this one's particularly Gear Grind Radio. But yeah, and there's a lot of really cool cool treasure chests, like cool photos of your waifus on the go. So like, say you wanna like look at the Sakura, you know, you wanna look at Samir. It's like, and like you just say like it's middle of the night, you're tired, had a rough day, you can just load up Sakura Wars Game Boy, and there you go. Picture of Iris to make your day better. Or like, you know, look at bam, picture of Koran, right there in your Game Boy. Don't be sad no more. You got your waifu with you. No more sadness. The way that this game's laid out is more, from what I understand, what I've played of it, it seems more like a kind of like a Pokemon RPG-esque, where it's like you got like these little things where you're fighting different things, and like it's like little mini game battles. At least that's the vibe I got it for it. It's not really like the Sakura Wars, where it's like the game. Also, why is my microphone syncing? Don't sync microphone. I'll pull this in to get not do that. There we go. Hopefully it'll stay right here and not do that. My microphone's being very good today. There we go. Stay right there, microphone. Good job. Oh, good thing I put on fast ones. I turned it off of fast mode, so it's not gonna be as fast. But yeah. Like I said, also you're signing different documents. Yeah, like I said, the story is that you're joining the assault troop and sort of training under oh man, I forgot the name, the main character's name. What's the name? Okoji, I forgot. Sorry about this, guys. His name's coming up in a second, so then I will be able to say it. But what name should I enter? Should I just do my name? Should I do a certain name? I can do a little bit of that if you guys want. You know, peak maturity. What name should we go with? Oh, Ogami. That's right, Ogami. Sorry, guys, I'm bad with names, but yeah. Like I said, what name should I go with? I can't go with Ogami. Just whatever the first name I see in chat, I'll go with. OPP. All right, I'm down with OPP.
Yeah, you know me.
Sorry, OPP1. May just be a month, but remember, I want you to give me 100%. Don't disappoint me. And with that, Ogami, I give it up to you. There we go. Look at him. He's so stern. It's kind of funny seeing Ichiro Ogami, like, from when you played him, like fresh face to, like, oh man, I'm a badass now. I'm gonna do answer the whatever that is excitedly. You should aim to surpass me. I'd be a lot happier if you did. More than happy. Well, then let's get right into it. I'll introduce you to everyone in the Flower Division. Let's see who we got. Everyone's already here too. All right, everyone. Let's about OP. I'm not gonna not laugh every time I see that pop up. I'm just gonna greet them. Do a good greeting. Yeah, this is like a trial. It's a 3-month trial till you get health insurance. Yeah, depending on what you choose, depends who you impress. Like, so if you do enthusiastic, or you did like compliment everybody. I think Sumir's the only one that's happy, and everyone else is like, eh. Yeah, so probably the best one is just greet everybody, but if you want Sumir, I definitely recommend, like, complimenting everybody.
Wait
it's not...
Is this supposed to be waifu stuff also?
Wait, what? Kinda.
So, what happens when your Sakura Wars 1 guy is the same girl that you choose in this one? Do they fight to the death? Actually,
yes, that's a canon thing that happens in this game. Not really, no. I don't know. This is like totally non-canon. It just fits into the story. Like, your character doesn't exist in the game in the original game. Also, I suck at this. I feel like Shinji, so let's attack. I'm gonna poke him with a stick. I'm gonna defend. There we go. I'm sitting him with a large pole. I think this, like, I think this is Sumir's one. I forget exactly who had the large. I'm gonna back away. Oh, yes, that didn't work. Distance. Let's just attack. There we go. Killed him. Yeah. First try, baby. Yeah, if you lose, you do actually lose points from people. So I tried to, when I played I did Sakura's Kobu the first time around, and oh my gosh, I like got wrecked and everyone hated me. So this time I'm doing the I forget I think it's Sumir's Kobu. I could be wrong about that. It's the one with the long stick, like with the I guess the scimitar, or not scimitar, the halberd, I think it is.
You're OPP.
Exactly, I'm OPP. You know me. Yeah, also, I think the opponent, I think he's part of it, I think? I don't know, I could be wrong, I don't know the full team, sadly. If anyone's in the chat that's part of the team, let me know and join the Discord and join the voice chat. When it's OPP, you know me, nice to meet you. That's never not gonna be funny. Oh, man.
Now Burntends has to modify it. One of these lines have to say, yeah, you know me.
Oh my gosh, I would die laughing. Got the planner. Hey, good news, guys. We're much further in than I was when I played it, so I literally got to the second day, so we're breezing through the dialogue. I'm gonna try to don't act confident. So yeah, I'm gonna try different options. I did the confident one. He basically just didn't. He did the same thing, just nothing. I do like our character model though. Yeah, it was never confirmed or denied what OPP stands for, but that's just what people assume that's what it means. Alrighty, let's see. What items do we have? Recover a drink and a nameplate. Let's change your name. I'm not going to do that because I want to be OPP. You know me. And you got the cool options.
Alright, I'm finally here.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, I don't know. Small town cops, you know, they blocked the entire road for no reason. Some car accident, supposedly, but, you know,
Fair enough.
I saw and there was nothing.
Fair enough. Did you, were you watching the stream at all while you were driving, or are you kind of coming in blind right now?
I'm coming in blind.
Sounds good. Dang, got a lot of saves. I might save the day. I'll save day through 28 in case I want to like look at it later. OPP, you know me. So I want the name OPP, you know me, right? No, guess not.
No, unfortunately.
Don't know OPP? Nah, not a lot of people do. Ontario Province Police, that's it. But yeah, we're right now we're just we just finished the first day. We did the Kobu battle. I picked I got wrecked as Sakura before, but now I played as Sumire with her halberd, and I kind of owned the bot.
Yeah, the Kobu fights unfortunately are very random in this game. I've come in with the same stats and using save states and lose half the time, even with good stats. It's entirely random.
I'm taking off my pants. Don't I have pajamas? Don't I already have those on?
You're trying to get ready for the day.
I know. I just wanted to see what the options were.
Oh.
I'm gonna smell socks. Why do I keep hitting smell socks? I don't want to smell socks again. Put on panties. Let's do that.
And yeah, so in this game, the cadet can be the most strange person ever. My translator, he calls him, you can be an absolute goblin.
Fair enough. I'm down. Put on your Sunday best. Put on your vest. Need soybean paste. I'm gonna test out the lipstick. There's some really weird ones. Let's fix hair. There's just some weird options. Like,
Yeah.
Is this a different team that did this, or what? Or what? This like has a different vibe.
This was licensed out to a different place, to a different studio. It wasn't in-house with Sega. The second Game Boy game was done in-house by Sega supposedly, but this was a different team.
Fair enough. Yeah. I didn't know you could get late if you don't do all the things like correctly. That's kind of funny.
Basically, you lose some time in the mornings to go out and talk to other people.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So you have to do those in time, or else you'll lose some time in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And just for this one day.
Oh,
otherwise, yeah. Most mornings you get time to go explore and talk to others.
That's weird. For the battle, let's look around the theater. So this one seems more linear than the other one. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Compared to what?
Like the original Sakura Wars on the. Oh no, never mind. It's not that linear. I thought it because the way that it felt kind of linear at the beginning part of it.
Yeah, this is where you can go around and talk to others, but unfortunately, you only get one person to talk to every time.
I'm asked about Iris. Yeah, so you want to tell me a little bit about, tell us a little bit about the project and why you decided to go with this one over some other games that in the Sakura Wars series?
Yeah, so Sakura Wars GB is probably the most difficult to actually play, even with a guide, because of the fact that the text options are randomized. I have been searching around, trying to find what we thought was a simple job, because Sakura Wars 2 would be such a massive time commitment, and there was no programmer willing or had the time to do it. I was asking around, you're thinking to yourself, okay, a Game Boy game. People know this hardware very well. It'll be easy to go in and actually modify these things, because they've been doing this for years. Eventually, after some searching around, I finally got my hands on a programmer by the name of Dan IJA. He was apparently a very accomplished Game Boy programmer, and he said, "Hey, I'm willing to do the work. I have text extracted. I have all the scripts extracted, and I just started gathering up a team to work on this. Other than myself, this is an entirely brand new localization team. No one else has worked on a Sakura Wars game, or like my other other translator or the editor. They've never worked on the game either, from what I can tell."
Huh. I'm looking at her eyes and not stare at her boobs. There we go. That was the right option to do. But yeah, no, that's pretty good. How did you meet the team, if you don't mind me asking? Or these people that you worked with in the past?
So these are all entirely brand new. So the programmer I've already mentioned, our main translator is a guy by the name of Matto. I was browsing YouTube one day, and I saw an hour-and-a-half long documentary about Sakura Wars. And in it, the guy was saying how when he lost his job, he decided to go play this game that he picked up for like $1 in Japan, and play it. And next thing you know, he got hooked on every single one of the titles. He went through everything.
Wow.
He even mentioned that he played Sakura Wars GB. One of the only people in the West to have done so. I reached out to him. He was on Twitter, and I said, "Hey, would you be willing to help me work on this?" Because he knows Japanese a lot better than I do. I said, "Yeah." So he's been doing basically the lion's share of translation for this work.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. This game was way more complex than Columns was, because Columns was just a linear story, just text after text after text. This one, they're almost replicating the mainline games in Game Boy form, but the same amount of text.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll check upstairs.
And so our editor, the opponent, he might be in the YouTube chat. Last time I saw, he came in about halfway through the project. One of our graphics guys that I had been helping try and organize a GB translation with. He just commented on the video of ours, like a preview the video, just as like a tester. He said, "Hey, how can I help? I've done some Japanese to English editing before," and we just gave him our contact information, and we linked him to this Discord that we use for pretty much every Sakura Wars translation now.
Nice.
Did the text use any compression?
I'm fairly certain there is, because of the fact that this 20,000 different lines. There has to be. I don't think they could have fit it uncompressed in a Game Boy cartridge.
So yeah, they definitely had some interesting things we talked about, like in the previous streams, like the voice acting and the voicing that's inside of the game. So like I wasn't able to hear any because it seems like it's not appearing, but apparently there's actual voice samples that are showing. I explained earlier that the reason for this voice samples not appearing in this one is because of the missing some of the PCM stuff. So maybe you can talk to us a little bit about the voice samples and stuff.
Okay, actually, our programmer's in the chat as well. He's saying the text is not compressed.
Fair enough. Yeah, if he wants to join the Discord, he's more than welcome to hop on. I don't know if
let
he.
let me link them the
Yeah.
Discord chat just again just in case.
Yeah. Is the opponent working on it as well, or is that somebody else? I wasn't sure.
Yes, that's That's one of our editors.
Yeah, have them all come in here. I definitely would love to chat with them. And if you guys are there, the link is in the video description if you want to hop in as well to the room and chat.
I just yeah, guys, I just linked the chat in the Discord if you guys want to join. All right,
The chat deletes the link, but it's on the. I would just send it to them directly to invite them, but it's in the description of the video.
Okay, here we go. Here's the opponent, our editor, and Dan JIA. Sorry, not IJA. He's our programmer.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes, I just heard
Can you
people
guys hear me?
talking about me. They told me to
Yes,
come
we can
in
hear
and
you.
have.
Yeah.
You guys are a bit soft though.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise them up a little bit in the thing. But yeah, why don't you tell me a little about your guys' selves and who your favorite waifu is in Sakura Wars? At least in this game.
Hey, one more. I'm trying to catch up on the video. That's all right, right? You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm also streaming it in my video on the Discord. So if you want to look at it, that's like up to date video in the live stream room.
Oh, I see it. Right. Let me expand that.
Let's do some spirit power training with Iris. So is there any focus or anything that we should be doing like in terms of getting the goals, or is it recommended just to do a bunch of different things?
So the way you want to play this game is you have to basically stalk the one girl that you want to focus on the most, because there are a bunch of exclusive endings and exclusive events that happen only if you have a certain amount of affection with the character. For example, Sumire, you have to do a whole quest line. You know, she'll teach you how to eat properly using proper manners and all that stuff. Eventually, she takes you on to a business lunch where you have to talk to one of her clients, and you have to basically choose all the right selections in order to eat properly.
Yeah, no, it's kind of interesting. I think I'm gonna stalk Irish for this one, just because I already did a bunch of what.
Yeah, of course. There's room for having multiple girls, maybe 2 or 3, because there will be a point where the girl that you want to talk to will say hi, bye, because they don't have anything else to say for that week or something like that.
That makes sense.
Just gotta spread it out a little bit, but not too much.
Spread the love, I guess.
Pat, you get to be a player.
Oh dang! Well, that's why I'm
man.
OPP. You know me.
I thought I was up. If you like, take this time to introduce myself, if you would.
Yeah, go for it,
go
dude.
Hi, I'm Gong Xian. I've already been introduced by the opponent, and the individuals working on Sakura Wars GB translation project graciously allowed me to join after one of my followers linked me to, I think, the August 28th video, and I left a video saying that if they needed any assistance, I would like to be in. And then a couple of days later, I was suddenly in, so I started as soon as I could, working on this script, proofreading, testing, reporting bugs, all that. I've been working it virtually every day since, and I'm really happy with the progress everyone's been making.
Oh, fair enough. So what do you do on the project, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know if I missed it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm just reviewing the script, proofreading, looking for inconsistencies, that kind of thing.
Sounds good. Yeah. Who would you say your favorite waifu and Sakura? Oran? Koran? That makes sense.
I mean, I didn't really, it's just, when I came into their Discord for editing, I noticed immediately they seem to have that in common. Plenty of emotes for going around.
Oh yeah, the one guy is a really big Koran fan.
Yeah, it's like the majority of the team is all Koran fans.
Hey, that makes sense. I gotta stay solid with Iris though, sadly enough. That's my... I'll have to pick for the best. But anyways, but yeah, no, it's really cool. What about you, Don G, right? Is that how you say your name? Don G?
Yeah, I mean, Dan J is probably the easiest way to say it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, I just enjoy doing a bit of Game Boy ROM hacking, and I was looking through ROM hacking forums, seeing what people are looking to translate. Turns out, this guy really wanted Sakura Wars GB translate. I think he created like 3 threads. So I thought, okay, these guys really want it. Let's see, it might be a quick job. Turns out it's got a massive amount of text, 20k, one of the most, and there are tons of things you can do. This game, tons of game states, tons of cut content. So it's been pretty fun. But the team has done really well. They've worked really fast. I think it's only been like 2.5 months, but we're basically almost done, I think.
Yeah, this is our 2-month build.
Oh, geez, and this is 75%. Oh my gosh, that's pretty crazy, guys.
Yeah, so this started in, I want to say, late July, but we didn't really start seriously considering it until like early August or so. And yeah, this is just doing our 2 months of work, just whenever we can.
Huh, nice, yeah. But so far it's good. Like, there's only like a couple Japanese like text that I've seen, only for like confirm menus and stuff like that. Most of not all of it's in perfect and great English, so I can understand everything.
Yeah, from what I can see on the board, which has like tickets of all the things that are outstanding, there's very little left. There's like 6 or 7 art pieces left, and that's it. We're doing a bit of the minigame art, and yeah, we'll be done. I don't know what timeline it is. I can't really say, but we're very close.
Nice, yeah. So what would you guys say your favorite part of this game is, if you don't mind me asking? Like, is there any part of the project or something that you liked working on the most, or just playing with?
For me, it's the mini games, definitely. The art is so detailed, and in terms of like the engineering effort, it's one of the more difficult bits to translate. That's been the most fun for me.
For sure, yeah, I really enjoyed the mini games. I was playing the Iris one before this started, and it was a ton of fun. Like, I actually remember I actually messed up one of the recordings. I had to restart because I asked for context. Burntends asked me to he asked me to record some video for him. So I was playing that Iris game, and I almost hit 25, and I was reviewing the footage, and you can hear me like yell "Oh F" in the background. It like picked up my mic. I thought it was off, but it somehow was captured. So I had to edit all the footage together and send it to him. It was pretty funny, actually. But yeah, I'm noticing so far that a lot of the battles are few and far between, unless maybe I'm not getting to them fast enough.
We get a battle every Saturday, Saturday afternoons.
Yeah, this game seems like it's definitely moving pretty fast. Like, I'm already on day, like, what is it? Day 5, so definitely moving fast. I think I should be sleeping more, though. I'm not getting that sleep in.
Yeah, what it is that you have to sacrifice one of your training sessions in order to gain back stamina. Otherwise, you get a game over.
Oof. Wait, like
Gongjian, or the opponent, why don't you talk about what your favorite part of this project was so far?
Well, my favorite part of the project is, well, it's not so much one part, it's just the involvement in being in something that I'm really passionate about. It's been mentioned before that I have experience doing localizations with English and Japanese and Chinese, but this is the first project I felt in a long time where I'm like dedicating so much of my spare time because I really, really enjoy working on it. It's also Sakura Taisen is something I've been a fan of since 2010 when I got the chance to import the Sakura Wars complete box for Dreamcast, which had the first 4 games all in one box.
Oh.
And around later that year, we got So Long My Love on PS2, first official English game.
Absolutely,
And
the game's awesome.
Yeah, I've been more or less on or off in that until 2018 when I started picking up interest in that again. And then December 2019, pretty sure it's been mentioned already, the fan translation of the first game on Saturn came out, and that got me interested all over again. And then, well, I'm just repeating, I'm sure you already know, with the English game that came out 2020. And then really just by chance, because I streamed those games as I could, and there's been several people who've been really loyal, letting me know about anything Sakura Wars related, going out of their way to tell me about, which I really appreciate, because that's how I learned about this project. And then I just decided to put in a little thing like where I can, oh, what's happening here? I didn't see this event.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all like these full screen images are based from events from the Saturn game, which are familiar to people with that. Which I think are really cool how they're able to scale that down and make it completely recognizable. There's also a couple I haven't seen, which means that I haven't been playing the Saturn game enough.
Yeah, no, the Saturn game. I was really happy when that dropped because like up to that point we only had like So Long My Love in English. The rest of it we had was like like games here and there, or like little or like little tiny things, and just using like guides, which while they were useful and they're cool, it definitely was kind of a chore to use and make progress in the game at a pretty fast pace.
Yeah, the old Kayama guides, they're very incomplete and also very of their time when it comes to like all the notes and just how inconsistent some of the terminology is. But you know, it's the early 2000s, so I can't blame them too much.
Speaking of the terms, like one of my favorite things of the Saturn fan translation is, pardon me, get a drink here.
That's cool.
One of my favorite localization bits with this is how Iris always calls Ogami's Oni-chan, you know, it's typical older brother term. They localize it as mon frere, it's a French term, which I think was really clever. And that's when I knew that the people doing the translation for these know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. It reminds me of like it gives me the vibe of like the anime dubs back in the day, if you ever watched any of those.
Yeah, I think it was like a long time ago when I watched some of the OVAs, but I don't have many memories watching them, so I think those just came and went. Because it's kind of strange in hindsight that they would license the anime for an audience that doesn't have any context for them. I think
it's pretty bizarre.
To eventually, like, build up interest so the games would be released, because they did Sega wanted these games to come out in English from day one, and it just never happened for 14 years or so.
Yeah.
There's always the theory that the original Sakura Wars was going to come out by Victor Island of Working Designs, but they had a falling out, so that game just never materialized.
Yeah, it's pretty much a big sadness. I think also that Sega was also gonna work on that, or at least release a version of that, but I think it fell through right before the Dreamcast died. Like, I think it was in the cards around that Dreamcast era, but they're like, nah, let's not do that.
And then, 2003, they made a remake of the first game called In Hot Blood, which is at least that's the subtitle they gave on Wikipedia. And I think that version is just far superior over the Saturn one in every single way. It's to the point where I actually want to recommend people play that instead, just because it's so much better and it solves a lot of the shortcomings that the original release had. But I also don't want to downplay the efforts of the fan translators, because that's a big accomplishment too. So I'm actually really not sure what to recommend how people get started if they want to play their first game.
Yeah, how playable? Wait, did you say there's a translation on the PSP?
No, unfortunately not. I really wish there was a translation of the PS2 game, but we do have the Saturn one, and that's more than enough.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy. I'm happy we're able to get that. Also, I just had a question. How much should you nap? And like, what should the recommended stamina bar? Is it just when it's getting too low, or
nap gives you about half of your stamina back? It's for like one of your. You save it for like a time that you don't want to train with a certain person. Like, for example, I ignored Cold Run almost entirely, so I just napped every week that I had her training.
That makes sense. I'll go focus on that then. And I'll do that. But yeah, I just think it's the PSP. Even the PSP one. I remember there was rumors that was apparently going to be a thing, but it just never materialized, like a translation for that. Sort of in the vein of like the Lunar PSP version. It's just a big sadness. Like every time Sakura Wars like this close to being translated, it's like taken away from us. Like, nah, let's not do that. And unfortunately, with it being so dormant in the last 10 years until until the recent one that came out in 2020, it's like, we didn't really have that option. So maybe they might have, but like they just didn't release any. See, that's a mega sadness.
Maybe try it downstairs, Pat.
Oh, I forgot you can actually go down to different area. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
So
so
it was
one of the
pointed out to me that you can press start and select to go up and down the floors too if you find clicking on the stairs a little too difficult.
Oh, I didn't even know that was an option. For some reason,
Yeah, I didn't know
I'm gonna go
either
by this window.
Yeah, so one of the favorite things that I've been liking doing is just going back and looking at the game, 20 years later, and trying to figure out how can we improve on this game to make it more less vague about a lot of less cryptic, such as the going upstairs and downstairs. I know for a fact that a lot of people would not realize that you could actually go up and down. So we're actually thinking of modifying the actual map to have like arrows pointing at the stairs, showing that you can actually go there.
That'd be kind of useful.
I suggested trying to improve the UX because if it's a problem I had, I don't want anyone else to have it.
Right. Yeah. We were also discussing with Dan how like the actual box to click on the upstairs is really small compared to the downstairs. Everybody just accidentally clicks on downstairs. We're gonna see if we can modify that. Introduce some of the cut voice acting that's still in the game, that just got cut for no reason.
Yeah, those
Interesting.
ending ones are going to be nice to add. Just imagining a whole section that's voiced.
Yeah, they've actually discovered a lot of unused or unfinished content, and I took it upon myself to document that stuff as refined it.
Oh, whoops! I forgot to go to a room for a tea party.
I'm
Oops.
glad that you are.
Reload
Paying the price.
your save.
I can't save scum. I saved right before I went to bed.
Just load that one. Oh, wait, you're right.
I
Well,
saved.
the right way to play these games is to live with the consequences of your actions, that's what I believe. Oh, by
That's
the way,
cool.
you lost stamina for getting zapped by Iris, so you really need to watch it with her.
Oh, right.
It's cool. I'm gonna go take a nap for this one. Oh dang! Yeah, I'm taking a nap. Screw that training. It's cool. This is all a demo. This is a demo play, so I don't really care if I like win or lose or whatever. It's just showing off the script. But it's kind of funny that it showed that off at least. So it's kind of funny because like in the 2020 version, there like no excuse for you to miss stuff. But this one, it's like you never know. You can actually do something like that and skip over. But like in the 2020 version, it lets you do all the dates all at once, so you'll never miss them.
The latest game took away the time limits, which makes it easier to explore everything, but it takes away the sense of urgency to plan everything.
I think it's a
Whether that's an
trade-off.
improvement or not is left up to the player, I think.
Yeah. Did you guys beat it or play it at all?
I did. I streamed it day one too.
Nice. What ending did you go for?
I got Claris's ending.
Nice. Yeah, I like Clarice a lot. I think if I ever play it, I think I'll pick her. But the thing is, like, can't you just like? I think the ending's a lot easier to get. Like, don't you only need to like just pick them as the, I guess spoilers, the commander at the end, or whatever?
Well, yeah, I think that's something that they carried over from a few of the previous games, where it makes it easier to get an ending you want. But since I tend to play like properly, trying to make what I think are the right choices, I end up going for one route anyways, without really putting up too much resistance. Since I haven't really tried to do like a low % run where I make all the worst decisions possible just to see what happens. I'd like to at some point though.
Yeah, I prefer Shamir's Kobu for this one because it's like a lot easier to get damage. But maybe I might be wrong. We'll see if I get my ass kicked. But yeah, no, what you think of like the battles, the gameplay of that? Because I honestly was not the biggest fan of it. Like the battles themselves, like compared to the actual game.
Well, as far as the action gameplay goes, I was actually looking forward to seeing that because I always felt that the turn-based strategy was always kind of shallow. But I realized that's intentional because they can't make it too complicated for the kind of game it is. I just wish there was more variety to it.
Fair enough.
I'll see what they do whenever they come around with the sequel. And speaking of that sequel, they also made Sakura Wars the animation a little bit after, which I think is probably going to be required viewing if they actually make a sequel to the game because it introduces new characters and also resolves some plot points that the game itself didn't solve.
Yeah, no, I actually started watching that one. I started watching it, but then I realized, oh no, it's like, because I started watching it before. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I am dead as hell. Alright, defend. I'm dead. There we go. Big rip.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to save scum for these battles because sometimes you'll just miss randomly and you can't do anything about it. So unfortunately, the only way to win is if you hit every one of your attacks.
Well, good news, guys. Looks like we're safe scumming this.
Yeah, that
Thank you,
said,
mister.
there's no real penalty for losing. If you win, you get a bonus for whoever's Kobu you want in.
Fair enough. I hope that it saved it. That would suck if it didn't. Oh no, it didn't.
Did you forget to write your backup RAM?
Oh yeah, I did.
RAM. I always turn on autosave because I have a Mister too.
Oof.
Oh,
that's a big oof. I'm gonna turn that on. Oops, that's a big oof.
And don't forget to press the OSD button on Mister if you have that turned on, or it won't write it.
Oh
So
yeah.
I've been doing my testing on Mister, and I discovered that the core doesn't actually play voice samples.
Oh, you're the one that put that bug in on the Yeah, I saw that. I was like, how funny is that? What are the chances? I look up on the GitHub and it has that. But actually, this is a good chance to show off the mini games. So let's do that.
Yeah, let's do the mini games for the rest of the session since we only have 15 more minutes or so.
Can we explain how we came up with the names of these mini games?
Yeah, let's do it.
We were just going through all the mini games, just trying to figure out what they all events are, such as Sumire throwing, I don't know, shingles or bricks at you, and you're supposed to hit them, bat them away. We found out that practically all of them could have been made just to all the titles could just be references to other Sega titles, such as World Series Samurai here. Sega used to do in the Sega Sports logo, Sega Sports line, the World Series Baseball.
Oof.
Yeah, other ones is like Maria's as you're going to a shooting range. So we said, oh, wait a second, Sega's shooting games, we called it the House of the Wakiji, because that's the name of the enemies that you're shooting at.
Yeah, so the way this game works is that it's more risk than reward. So if you do it later, like you get more points for that. Is that how that works for this mini game?
I haven't actually gotten into the nitty-gritty of this one. This one, obviously, Kobu Rally Championship is Sega Rally Championship.
Yeah.
Right. You were about to say something?
I was just saying that for Sakura's minigame, the more of those you get in a row, the harder it is to react to them. And the more you get without missing, the more points you get.
I gotcha. I gotcha. So you don't need to hit it like at a specific point. You can hit it as soon as you see it.
Well, you still need to time it, but the better you do, the more difficult it gets. And then if you start missing, then it gets easier.
Okay, I wasn't sure like how the point system worked. If it was like if you do it sooner, they get more points, or if you do it later, you're like a cool guy, or like a fast reactionary, or like can do it at the split second sort of thing.
Yeah, and this game is similar to Super Sprint, where the controls are unusual, but you're doing it well now.
It kind of reminds me of the Kirby's Air Ride, almost, that one game. Yeah, suck it, Sumire.
I've never seen her make that face before.
Oh man, I'm so close. I'm gonna try hard real quick and see if I can get how I do on that one. See if I get my butt whooped. Start. I'll try hard.
The hard difficulty has to be unlocked. That's what the points are for.
Oh, this is reversed, it looks like. Or mirrored.
I think it's a new track.
Oh, it's a new track. Oh, that's cool. I only got good with the other tracks, so I'm gonna probably lose this one.
So basically, Hard mode is unlocked when you beat the game. You have to grind up for points in order to be able to buy them at the shop. The hard mode versions of each minigame. And unfortunately, you have to unlock the minigames by playing the actual games, and you have to go down the routes of each girls, and eventually you'll find them in just an event. Very hard to find all of them. Very hard to find all of them, and almost impossible to unlock all in one playthrough.
Well, I mean, the game feels like it plays pretty fast, so I can see you being able to replay it multiple times, at least in a day or so.
Yeah, it does encourage multiple playthroughs, and you start seeing these mini games late in the game anyway. You should be able to get maybe 2 or 3 if you're diligent enough, but it shouldn't take maybe 3 or 4 playthroughs to get all of them.
Fair enough. This one, House of the Wikiji, reminds me of Snatcher a lot. Like, I don't know if you guys played Snatcher, but the game, yeah.
Or even Sunset Riders.
Yeah.
I've only played Police Nuts.
Maria starts cheating on the last 2 targets.
Yeah, she's like using her aim bots. I almost get perfect, but it's always the last 2 that I get owned on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I almost forgot to reload. Oh my god, aimbot, turn off aimbot, please. Yeah, the last 2 she aimbots it, so like it's gonna be hard to hit those, but yeah, but it looks like the only hard mode that is unlocked is on Sumir's right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's hard modes for everybody?
I'm sorry?
There's hard mode for everybody?
Yes, there is.
Fair enough. Oh, she's kicking my ass now. Oof, yeah, she might win this one. Stop cheating, Sumir.
This is Maria.
Oh, oops, Maria. I meant Maria, my bad. Yeah, she beat me.
Should I guess who your favorite character is?
Who? Sumir? No, it actually isn't. I think it's just because I kept saying Sumir over and over again for the last couple times.
Well, she does have one of the best Kobu for the purpose of the tests.
Yeah, she does actually. That's why.
She has good attack strength and range, which is rare.
I went with Maria from my playthrough, and she favors long range. I'm constantly backing up because the enemy is always rushing towards me, and I can't do anything about that. Like, I'll take a step back and it'll just attack me. It'll basically get a free shot in.
Oop, yeah, she beat me. Oh well.
I think one of the biggest challenges of this game would be to pass the final exam using Iris's Kobu.
Dang. Well, I got a lot of points for that one though.
Yeah, this is pretty much, these minigames are the best way to grind for points.
Yeah, they're pretty fun too.
Yeah, and so at the end of the game, after you beat it once, you unlock the Taisho Romando shop. That's where you get all the different extras, such as the voice test or different little, or like a art gallery.
Yeah, I was kind of annoyed with the voice samples not working because I was like super excited to try them on this, but it's like, oh no, that doesn't work. And unfortunately, I don't have like an EverDrive or anything to test it on like because I have a GameCube with the HDMI adapter, but I don't have like I don't have a EverDrive to put this on, or a similar device, sadly.
Yeah, I have my Game Boy Color and no EverDrive for that. I wanted to play this on real hardware.
Oh my god, can I get it? Oh, just barely. I beat the high score. Got 25.
Just notice a typo we got fixed. The time's up needs to have a apostrophe.
Oh, nice. See, we're doing debugging live, guys.
I'm doing debugging right now. I'm looking at the script while we're doing this.
Yeah, this one
Nice.
needs to be, and the title needs to be changed. It's supposed to be Gear Grind Radio rather than Grind Gear.
Yeah, this one I think is probably the hardest one. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned no Game Boy player. I do have a Game Boy player, but I do not have an EverDrive to play it on, as this would require me to burn it or put it on like a EverDrive or some other device to play it, sadly. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get one to be more accurate. But the thing is that analog pocket's coming out, and it's like, I don't know, I'm just gonna use that and then HDMI out, and it should be good. But you never know, right? And you guys getting that analog pocket at all, or?
I'm satisfied with my Mister. Someone in the comments says Neo Geo Pocket Color Sakura Wars, and I'm wondering, why did they choose the Game Boy Color over the Neo Geo Pocket Color, which had better connectivity with the Dreamcast?
I don't know, honestly.
I think we discussed it a little. Maybe it was just larger install base.
I think so. Because this is 2000. This came out in 2000. How well was the Neo Geo Pocket doing by this point?
Dead.
That might be why then.
Yeah, like by the 2000s, the Neo Geo Pocket Color was kind of dead, guys. So it's a bit of a sadness, but it is what it is, I guess. Oops, big one down there, right there, right there. Nope, switch those two out, right there,
I've never
right
been
there.
able to get a perfect score on this ever.
What are you supposed to do? Oh, is it big one? Oh, there we go. Yeah, this one's hard. I hate this one. That, like that.
There's a bit of weird connectivity that we found in this when we were debugging. There's a cut. Basically almost like a lost Game Boy peripheral that you were supposed to attach to the Game Boy Color. It's an IR scanner. Essentially, what you would do is you have to beat the Dreamcast version of Sakura Wars 1. It give you a barcode to put on your television that you then attach to the side of your Game Boy Color, and it would scan this barcode that will unlock different goodies.
Oh, this is what it was.
Yeah. We
Oh,
have
that's
no clue.
a Pokemon thing.
Yeah, that was the Pocket Sakura, but this is totally different. You're supposed to put this up to your TV, scan a barcode. We have found no evidence that this thing ever actually came out, but it will actually appear on some versions of some games, depending on what hardware you're using. It makes no sense. This is the IR port, even though it connects to the link cables. Even though it's supposed to connect to the plug into the link cable slot, and we found no evidence that this thing was ever made.
Do you know if there's any?
no-
Did you look through the code and see if there's any reference to it to unlock anything?
It does. We found, well, there's text at least, and basically all the characters say, "Thank you for playing Sakura Wars 1. You have unlocked the Dream Garden, which was an extra thing that you beat only if you beat the Dreamcast version."
Is there a way to unlock? And there's no way to unlock it in this game, or is it like you get the Dream Guard in the Dreamcast version of it?
Dan, are you still there? Perhaps you can answer this one.
Yeah, this TV adapter option isn't even supposed to appear. Some emulators won't even show it, and cartridges will show up sometimes, but the Mister will show it every time. We don't really understand it yet.
Really? So this screen's not even supposed to appear then, right?
Yeah.
No, just the TV adapter option isn't supposed to be there. It's not in the manual, as far as we know. We don't even think like it was ever advertised or even announced. So what's it doing here?
Yeah, I've asked like Sakura Wars super fans. They have no idea what this is. This is one of the great gaming mysteries that we've discovered.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. The thing with the Mister is that I think it has everything attached at the same time for compatibility reasons. So I think maybe every single compatible device is like flipped, like the switch is like it's on. So I think maybe it triggers it in that regards.
I mean, speaking of the Cinematron screen, is that when I played this like just to try it out, and I was just looking at random stuff on my Mister, and I really like the music here, the nighttime music. The Game Boy Color adaptations of Sakura Wars themes is actually one of my favorite things about this game. So I just stayed on the screen for a few minutes just listening to it in my stream.
It's really good. I love how it's in multiple games. Like I guess like it's in Sakura Wars 2020, but it's like it's kind of like it, but kind of not, or maybe it is the same one.
They had DLC music tracks, then they brought that in.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember playing the game and like the night theme did sound similar to the one from the first game. So yeah, we can continue on like one of these save files just a little bit, I think. We got a minute left. Oh damn.
Yeah. Maybe we just do the 31st because that's like the end of the game. You get to, I believe this one has like the Koron ending.
Oh yeah, let me go do that real quick. So there we go. Yeah, let's save it so we can actually load it now. There we go.
That's a mistake Mr. Owners only make once.
Exactly. Well, now I know when I have it saved. Oh, I probably should do this though. Let's save those settings so it doesn't like undo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
The autosave is turned off by default to minimize SD card writes, but I just leave it on anyway.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll do 31st. Let's see this ending. The 31st. I'm assuming this is all going to be translated once the game's all ready to come out, right?
I believe we already have, and just because, of course, this is a week-old build.
That makes sense. This is pretty cool. So what happened to Ogami's hair there? Did you see that? His hair glitched out a bit.
Might be related to the text. Because this file is using a Japanese name and it shouldn't be possible to use them here.
That might be
That's
why.
my guess.
Yeah, it's the Japanese name because I assume that the name's going to be a certain length, but the Japanese ones are much wider.
Mhm.
So whose ending does this have on the file?
Korons, I believe.
Korons? Gotcha. Korons, yeah. But yeah, I would love to try this on real hardware. I probably should get like an EverDrive, but like with the analog pocket, I'm just gonna get that for my travel. So it's like once I get that, it's like I don't really think I need one. Sadly, at least.
Do the Game Boy Advance EverDrives, can they play Game Boy Color games?
You know,
Like,
let me try that.
I'd rather just buy one of those and then be done with it rather than buy multiple.
Oh no, the analog pocket does Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Neo Geo Pocket Color, and I think Wonder Swan.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can just get one and get like all those consoles.
Yeah, so this endings are at this point in the ending, there's actually voice lines for all of this, but they dummied most of them out except the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well,
So
hopefully when Sword League fixes whenever is it Sword League that does this chord? I can't remember.
Sure.
I forgot who does the Mr. Game Boy core. Yeah, there should be audio playing, but the Mr. core does not support it. I don't know, like what's all the audio like. I remember when the Mr. core first came out, the digital out audio was like scrambling. It like was super like blown up.
Yeah, I remember something like that. I think it just happens on the initial versions of new cores, because the Neo Geo core had that problem too with some of the games, but that got sorted out before too long. Incidentally, I also played some of the Game Gear games, and it has the same problem with a few games that voice samples don't play. Because I was playing the Mado Monogatari games, the fan translations, which they renamed Sorcery Saga, and the second and third games don't have any voice samples playing in Mr. So I had to report that too.
Oh, weird.
Strange thing with PCM and handheld cores.
Yeah, I honestly I think it's just an audio thing. I think the person developing it's not the best with the audio stuff, so maybe it just gets overlooked. Like, cause I'm thinking maybe he just doesn't play a lot with the audio or does a lot of audio things. And with Game Boy, I mean, the only real audio sample that uses the PCM for the US games is really Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, that's the first example. There's a few other original Game Boy games that did that too. Like say, I think Pokemon Pinball had that, didn't it? A few licensed games I think had some of that too.
Yeah, I think some of the Pokemon sounds do. I could be wrong though. It's been a little while, but I love Pokemon. Pokemon Pinball is like my favorite Pokemon game almost. Game's legit. Play Pokemon Pinball, everybody. But yeah, it's it's really cool that this game is super playable now. I have to thank you guys. This game is pretty fun. I really enjoyed it, even though it's relatively short. But that's not really a bad thing. I kind of like that of it, so I can keep playing it. You know?
I think it should be said though is that this game is really made for people who are fans of Sakura Wars already, because they just assume that you know who everyone is and most of the story beats of the first game. So unless you have that knowledge, you're probably not going to be able to understand what these characters are about unless you play it, which you can because of the fan translation. But the point is that all the materials are out there already for you to enjoy everything in here now.
Yeah, it definitely is really good that you guys made this playable though.
We have to do something for the 25th anniversary.
That's
just in
this
case
Monday.
Sega doesn't want to do anything.
Fair enough.
September 27th, 25th anniversary of it. Trying not to like put myself in there too much because I've only been working on this game for 24 days. Yet I feel so proud of the work we've done already.
Yeah, don't shortchange yourself. You've been doing more for Sakura Wars than 99% of the fan base.
It's really just a dream come true for me. Kind of a meta thing here where I had to come into this team that's already established and prove myself, you know, over the course of a month. You think I have?
Yeah, definitely. That's how I did it. I had to prove myself when I was doing, when I started off with columns. Sakura Wars columns too.
Yeah, I just felt regret. I wanted to be involved in that. I wanted to work on something involving this franchise that I like so.
You'll forever have your name engraved into the annals of Sakura Wars, like us.
Yeah, especially in this video.
Exactly.
I really didn't
which is
expect you would take the name Op, and then there it was in all caps.
Well, I thought you meant OPP, like, you know, the song OPP, You Know Me by... That's what I thought you were referencing, so I was like, okay.
Yes. It's Op for opponent.
That makes sense.
I have to confess though, I've been playing this, use my own name, and the further I do this... Oh, you're the Hanayashiki engineer. Further in I do this with these characters referring to me by name, it's starting to feel more personal.
Yeah.
So the game accomplished that too.
It's really surprising just how it does that. And so for context, that results screen, basically it gives you a rank depending on how well you did in terms of training. So for example, because you maxed out intelligence, you get the rank. You get basically assigned as engineer within the within the research and development lab of the Imperial Assault Troop. And the way you can get captain is if you grind a lot with the Pocket Sakura and you max out all your stats. That's how you get captain of the Flower Division.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And but it's only like just a title at the end. It's not like anything that's gonna affect the game at all or any future playthroughs.
And so it's assumed that you just assume that like this cadet, he just got assigned to his own review, or his own division or something like that in a different city.
Yeah, for sure, and it's interesting. I definitely think it's a really great game, and at least it's fun from what I played. And I think the playability of it, especially being so fast, you'd play through it like in an afternoon and play through each storyline. So it definitely has a lot of replayability.
Yeah, you can beat this game in maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, so it's really cool, and I really appreciate you guys translating this, and it's really cool that we have, what is it, a third translated Sakura Wars game, like a fan translated one. I think officially now we can, once this drops, we're gonna have the original one, the Game Boy Color one. We're gonna have Sakura Wars columns, So Long My Love, and of course Sakura Wars 2024 or 2020, sorry. Unless they make it 2024, which I'd be down for.
I hope it's 2022 that they release a new game.
I'm down. I think it did pretty well for the most part, though, right?
I think for the Japanese market, because that's the only place that we know any sort of sales figures, it did well considering the fact that console gaming is on the way out in Japan. And you know, this was technically like a stagnant IP for the longest time. So at least we only have launch week sales, but they seem pretty good. You know, 140,000 units first week.
That's pretty decent. But yeah, like I said, I'm surprised they didn't bring it to PC though. This would be like a shoo-in, especially with a lot of the older titles on PC.
I think this would be this would actually be perfect for the Switch, because of the pick up and play nature, the episodic nature of this game.
For real. That's not gonna get old.
We haven't even looked at all into GB2 yet, have we?
No, but from what I can tell, from what Matt, our translator says, I don't think it doesn't look like it'll be too much work because it's mostly battles and there's not really any sort of like, it's not like the mainline series. It's just almost like a linear. It's almost pretty linear.
No, for sure. So, would you guys say that you probably gonna work? You once this is out, you're probably gonna look towards doing the Sakura Wars GB2?
I'd be down for it. However, I'm still trying to find people to get Sakura Wars 2 organized.
And that's I want to get involved in that because I streamed Sakura Taisen 2 last month. I think so far it's my favorite Sakura Taisen game overall. It's like the perfect sequel game. Improved everything over the first one. Lots of all the new stuff works, but my favorite part of that game is the voice acting. They run all the way with it. Even the side characters are very, very well realized.
Is there like a lot more voice acting than the original?
And a lot more characters, and they all fit too.
Oh.
Makes sense. So, but the question is, what version would you go for? The Dreamcast or Saturn version? If you had a choice, of course.
Well, personally, I would do the Dreamcast one just because it looks nicer. Because I use a tool called Visual Novel OCR, which takes screenshots of the screen, tries to read the text from it, passes it to a machine translator. That's how I played that game.
Yeah. There's a funny.
It was impossible to do that with the Saturn text. It's just way too blocky on Saturn.
I've done it before, using it on RetroArch. It actually can pick up the Saturn version just fine.
I played mine on hardware.
Yeah. But yes, that's funny. He mentions like the different characters. I remember seeing on a stream the Koran specific ending. You get to meet the man who raised Koran and how she got this weird Kansai accent. It's a British guy, but his accent is mixed up with the backwater Kansai accent, and I think it like destroyed your OCR, and it could not translate it.
Oh, yo, watch that. Yeah, it's because he just talks in weird mixes of script, and he also puts in English words in there too, and that threw me up for a loop too.
All right. Ooh, wow. That's 4:42. We got to wrap this up, guys. Sadly, so I do want to thank you guys for coming on. Would you guys like to plug your stuff before we head out, and just let everyone know where you could find you on either Twitter or Facebook, whatever you guys use for a platform?
Who would like to go first then?
I guess I'll go first. You guys know me. I am at Burntends2 on Twitter. I'm constantly doing Sakura Wars stuff. And I'm also working on Bulk Slash.
Okay, so this has been The Opponent. I'm on Twitter at _opponent. I'm on Twitch at The Opponent with no underscore. I also have a side project I call the Old Timey Computer Show, which is on Twitch. It's a 24/7 channel that plays old video of computer and video game material. A lot of people are really into that. I've been running it since May 2019. And it also plays Sakura Taisen stuff once every 50 days or so.
Nice.
Including musicals, if you can catch those.
Could you post the info in the general the general channel, and I'll link it in the video.
Okay. One moment.
All right, what about you, John Gia?
Yeah, I don't have much of an online presence, but you can find me on Twitter with my name here or just without the space.
Okay, that's all those things posted.
Sounds good. I'll make sure to put that everything in the video, and yeah, like I said, I'll add you guys. I'll put all their videos, their info in the description of the video when it goes up. I'm gonna try to be better with putting up the replays. I'm pretty been bad with that. I've been really busy, but I think I'm gonna put this one up first. Then I'm gonna go back, do the backlog, and do Rainbow Cotton, do the latest Bulk Slash, and then I'll do some of the Police Knots and Sakura Wars stuff I've been working on. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. You can check us out on on YouTube or our website, SegaSaturnShiro.com. If you want to back us on Patreon, we really appreciate that. Get you some perks like shouts out, like I'll shout them out right now. Cwin, Emerald Nova, 32-Bit Stuff, Memphis, Super Dimension, Sitsu, Orgus, and A-Team are all $10 up backers. If you guys want to get shouted out, back us on Patreon, patreon.com/Shiro Media Group, and you'll get shouted on the show. We got some great stuff if you don't want to. Backs up at that level as well. Like your name is also be in the credits of each video as well for the Shiro show. So, but yeah, yep. Thank you everybody for really watching and playing with us, and we're looking forward to this patch. Thank you very much, guys, for bringing this on and letting us play this. And I'm super excited for this to drop.
Yeah, thank you for having us, sir.
No worries, and you guys are always invited back on anytime you guys want, and maybe we might even do another playthrough once this drops in celebration.
Yeah, maybe we can do something for the 25th anniversary. That's in 3 days.
Yeah, I'd be down to playing some Sakura Wars. Maybe see if I can do like a full playthrough of the game, like maybe at night, and they do a couple hours stream. At least see how far we can get.
Yeah. Actually, Pat, you still owe me a playthrough of Columns 2.
Oh crap!
Only Dave did that.
Maybe I'll do that. Then we'll do a Sakura Wars marathon, like a small We'll do like Columns. We'll do the Game Boy again. We'll do some of the Saturn one. I sadly do not have So Long My Love anymore. I need to pick up a copy. If anybody wants to, anybody has a copy for sale or is getting rid of one, let me know and I'll pick one up. Do some playthrough of that. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, also 2020. Maybe I'll do a little bit of that too. We'll figure it out. It's in a couple days, so I'll talk with these guys and I'll see if I can get some guests on. But in terms of that, like I said, we'll figure that out and get that sorted. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, you must play Sega Saturn.